Turkish drones have been pounding the Syrian border region controlled by the Syrian Democratic Forces. Turkey accuses the SDF's main groups, the Kurdish YPG and YPJ, of being affiliated with the PKK, which both Ankara and Washington consider a terrorist organization.
The targets are, you indicated, are like energy infrastructure and that sort of stuff, which means not to allow PKK or its Syrian affiliate, YPG, YPJ, to establish a local administration in that area.
Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is now threatening a land invasion, but the SDF is backed by a US military force of about 900 as part of the fight against the so-called Islamic State group. However, analysts point to reports that Washington is considering a pullout from Syria.
Washington may essentially be preparing to essentially hand off SDF as a partner to the Syrian regime and say, basically, you guys sort yourselves out. We're actually going to leave, because the administration is apparently toying with the idea that it's no longer essentially worth keeping US troops there because they're in harm's way.
US forces in Iraq and Syria are the target of growing attacks blamed on Iranian proxy groups. The Pentagon denies reports of an impending pullout. However, analysts say a withdrawal would end years of tension between Turkey and the United States.
U.S. relationship with YPG poisons almost all the potential collaborations. So first, United States should check its policy towards YPG. Then Turkey and the United States can start talking about other issues.
Ankara in January lifted its veto on Sweden's bid to join NATO, and the White House reciprocated by approving a military jet sale to Turkey. Observers see these as indications the two NATO allies are working to reset ties. They saw that as the underlying message of a recent two-day visit by Acting Deputy Secretary of State Victoria Nuland to Ankara. Analysts suggest SDF rebel leaders may need to act fast.
If USA, the Americans leave, it will be very difficult for the SDF to survive unless they cut a deal with Damascus. But the timing is of essence, of course. They cannot get the same terms that they will get once the Americans leave.
Opposition to the US military presence in Syria provides rare common ground between Ankara and Damascus. Analysts say that if Assad's forces were to retake control of the predominantly Kurdish region, it could be enough for Erdogan to claim victory over the SDF and end Turkey's assault. Dorian Jones, VOA News, Istanbul.